I thought about what you guys were for. Ethan burst out laughing. He looked over at her, his expression growing serious. Sometimes more since I have known you. I feel locked up, like I am inside a box. She remembered what he said about traveling and seeing the world. I'd feel bad if you were trying things just because of me. It is my right to test, remember? Well, if you ever want to get away from all this, come see me. Neil owns a farm, you know, so it won't be a total change. What kind of farm? Ethan sounded interested. Oh, not like your farm, Leah added hastily. Neil bought this big piece of land at an auction. He has a big house on it. You see, he lived in Detroit all his life and decided to retire out in the wide open spaces. A farm that does not grow food? Ethan sounded amazed. Does he have a barn for dairy cows? He keeps his cars in the barn. Ethan turned and stared as if to see if she was teasing him. Cars? In a barn? He collects antique cars. Leah felt almost apologetic. They're worth a lot of money, and the barn's specially made to keep cars well preserved. Land is the greatest thing a man can own. But I cannot imagine owning a farm that grows nothing, has no livestock, and stores cars in a good barn. Ethan shook his head. Leah should have figured that to Ethan's frugal Amish mind, owning land merely for the pleasure of having space around you would make no sense. Worse, it made her lifestyle seem wasteful and foolish. Collecting cars is Neil's hobby, sort of like that train we saw at the toy store, just bigger. Don't you Amish have any hobbies? Working a farm does not leave us with much extra time, Leah. Many of us would like to be farmers, but farmland is not plentiful any longer, so we must become carpenters and have our own stores. I do not want you thinking I am critical of Neil. It is just that to hear of good land lying fallow is a shock to me. I guess I understand, Leah told him. I've just never thought of it that way before. Mom and I have lived in apartments and trailers all our life, so being out in the country with all this land around me is a real change. I didn't even like it at first. It was lonely and miles from anything that even resembled a mall. Do you still not like living there? I'm used to it now, and being here all summer, going out to your farm and seeing how much you like the great outdoors has made me feel better about it. Ethan stared off into the distance, across open fields and rolling meadows. I cannot imagine being stuck someplace where there is no land around me, where there are only cars and noise and too many people. The land makes me feel connected to God and all that He has made. Leah couldn't imagine not being around cars and people and some kind of city life. She had not felt the gap between herself and Ethan so keenly in weeks. She felt it now just as she felt the discomfort of the hard saddle and the plodding horse beneath her. Their ways of life were poles apart. Could anything ever close the gap between them?